Hello friends and welcome to Fire Emblem Discussion. Adam here, and today we're going to talk about Divine Pulse and whether or not it and things like it, like Mill's Turn Wheel and whatever else, should continue to be featured in future installments in the series. And more importantly, I want your thoughts on this in the comments, so let's get to it. So, I was playing the Ingrid and Dorothea Paralog chapter on stream a couple days ago, and there's a point towards the end of the map where I looked like when you cross a certain point, enemy reinforcements appeared, right? And normally enemy reinforcements appear and it's fine. But these enemy reinforcements appeared like on the enemy phase, on the enemy's turn, right? So they appeared and then got to move, and because of that, I lost a unit, right? I think it might have been Felix. If it's not, I'll show the video. I think it was Felix that died. What the?
We're dead people.
In that instance. And it's just the kind of thing where I wasn't planned for it, I wasn't prepared for it, and maybe I missed some dialogue because I was kind of trying to play quickly. But I didn't feel like there's any way for me to know that they were coming. Other than just being paranoid and being worried about them coming, you know? Especially in a game where I don't feel like ambush reinforcements are that common. Again, I could be wrong. I've only played one path all the way through. But it just felt like a cheap experience. I was frustrated at the game. It didn't feel like something I did wrong. It feels like the game was punishing me for not predicting what was going to happen. Or it punished me for not reading the game's mind, essentially. And obviously, I used Divine Pulse, you know, because it's like, screw that. I'm not going to play the entire map over again because that was towards the end of the map, right? I'm not going to play the whole thing again. So I used Divine Pulse, I backed it up, and I did the turn over again and made sure that Felix or whoever it was that died didn't die in the range of, or wasn't put in the range of those reinforcements. And then all was well and was fine, and we moved on and we beat the map. But it got me thinking about some other experiences that I had had already. In my first playthrough, I had an instance where Dimitri he had about half health or whatever, but he had high defense, and the only person that could attack him was a brawler, or might have been a grappler, whatever, one of the two, is a brawler or a grappler. And so he comes in with his gauntlets, right? And he has it was a really low crit chance. I'll try and find the video of it if I can, I'm sorry, but I'll put something up for you to watch. But he takes not one but two crits in a row from this grappler. Because it's the brave effect, and dies barely dies. Like, it kills him. Like, he had 25 HP, and the guy dealt I don't know. It was the guy dealt freaking 5 damage, right? So he killed me by 5 HP, and it would not have killed me if he crit only once or he didn't crit at all. So that was a really frustrating moment, and the crit chance wasn't that high. It was it was a 2 or 3% crit. And it just got me, the guy got unlucky, got crit and stuff, and that was frustrating. And these low percentage crits, those happen in Fire Emblem, and with Divine Pulse, that's nice. It's just, it gets you out of a situation that felt unfair to the player and allowed you to back up. And it was funny how that one was oh, okay, I'll just back up and that's fine. But the other experience, I felt like the game cheated me and it forced me to use it. Whereas the other one still felt more like my mistake because I should have been more careful with Dimitri. So I guess my question, it just boils down to, do you think that Divine Pulse is good for the game? And really I have 3 sub-topics to that. So number one, more like two, I just have 2 subtopics to that. Number one, does Divine Pulse cheapen the experience that is permadeath in Fire Emblem Three Houses? And number 2, do you think the developers implemented Divine Pulse as a means to help new players join the series? Or was it an actual design concept that they said, okay, we'll put this in the game because there's going to be some testy situations no matter what the player does. There'll be these reinforcements that are hard to predict. There'll be random crits and whatever else. And we'll give the player a tool to combat these unexpected moments. So I personally, I'm honestly not sure on this on either of these because I've really enjoyed having Divine Pulse at times. It's helped me not have to restart entire maps because freaking Bernadetta decided to get crit in the face, you know. But it's also been a really frustrating thing for me because I have moments where I feel like if I didn't have Divine Pulse, this game would be like stupid. It would be annoying. It would go down as like one of the worst experiences for me. And in some small, very minor instances, like the part where I had the unit that I think was Felix got, you know, ambushed and killed out of nowhere. Oh man, it's just hard. It's hard for me to really pick a side on this one. So I need your guys' help on this, okay? So in the comments, I need you to let me know what you think. Do you think Divine Pulse was intended to be something to strategize with? Or do you think it was just a helpful tool to give to newer players? Or some combination of the two, of course. And do you think Divine Pulse takes away from permadeath? Do you think it cheapens the experience of Fire Emblem Classic Mode permadeath stuff? That one, I'm pretty sure where we're going to lean on that one, but I'm still curious to hear what you guys have to say. And finally, just let me know as well, do you want Divine Pulse-like mechanics in the future of Fire Emblem? You know, we had Miller's Turmoil, now we have Divine Pulse. Like, what's next? Like, do you guys want that? Do you want a save state or rewind button for your Fire Emblem games? I'm also curious to hear that. Okay, so now just with the last couple of minutes we have here, I want to let you guys know who I am. There's a lot of new people here. So I want to let you know who I am. My name's Adam. I'm married to Maggie. You'll see her in the chat on stream and whatever else. Speaking of streaming, we stream here at Fire Emblem Discussion as often as we can. We can't always because, you know, we're busy. We work, go to school, all that good stuff. But we stream as much as we can, usually in the morning around like 10-ish a.m. If we do in the morning, it's between like 10 and 12 Pacific time. And then if we stream at night, it's usually later, closer to like 7 or 8 p.m. But I do let people know in the Discord. So if you join the Discord, I will post it there. And so you can stay updated and make sure you don't miss a stream. Or you can just subscribe and hit the little bell and get notifications too. That way it'd be great. And now I want to tell you like my experience with the series. I have been playing Fire Emblem since... So I've been playing Fire Emblem like as like a real like something I really, really enjoy. Something that I would call like my favorite thing in the series. Like since Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, which is the 10th entry in a franchise that has 16 entries. So my first game I ever played was Blazing's Blade, which is FE7, which is the first one in the US. And I played a good chunk of that with a buddy. But I didn't play it myself at that point. And then I had another good friend who had Path of Radiance, which is the 9th game in the series. He let me borrow it. I beat that, loved that game, and then I finally got Radiant Dawn for myself for my birthday or something. So I played a couple games, but since Radiant Dawn, I've been a huge fan, and I have now played every game in the series. I just absolutely love the strategy aspects of it and the way it makes me think and do. Honestly, I like doing the math and stuff for things. It's just exciting. I just like doing Fire Emblem stuff for whatever reason. It's a good time. But yeah, that's me as a Fire Emblem fan. I also love all sorts of other kind of video games. I love Super Smash Brothers. I freaking love the Mega Man series. My favorite game of the past, one of my favorite games in the past couple of years is Celeste. I just love video games. So I've thought about covering other topics in the future on the channel, but I'm not sure if I will do that ever because, you know, we're Fire Emblem Discussion. I don't know if we'll branch out yet. Well, we'll see. But anyways, thanks for watching, friends. Again, make sure to comment your thoughts on Divine Pulse, whether or not you think it cheapens the experience, whether you think it is meant for newer players or is supposed to be used by everybody, and if you want to see it return in the future. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Fire Emblem discussion. And until next time, have a fantastic day.